Greetings, greetings, greetings. This is Iyanda Siraj, the High Priestess. I hope that I'm finding you well and in good spirits. Um, if you're new or returning, welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you're new and you want to check back in. You know what I'm saying? So, Pisces, the books you ain't read. The books you ain't read. Now, one of two things. Now, I'm just going to tell the one story and just know that you can be on either side of this, Pisces. I'm seeing the Akashic Record. I'm seeing the Akashic Record. Those books in that library that talk about your past, your present, your future. Somebody been reading them shits and you ain't even read them. Okay? Somebody else is in there reading them. They know your power. They know who your destiny. They know who you are, who you was in last lifetime, and who you gonna be in future lifetimes. They know, and you ain't read them. And you ain't read them. 111. You ain't read them. Okay. So whatever side of that you fall on. Okay. Now I'm also Santa Claus is popping up to me like Santa Claus. Actually, just the word Santa just keeps coming up. So I don't know, a gift being returned to you or something being returned to you. Maybe there's a significant person who has something for you, some knowledge or wisdom for you. Maybe they're going to connect with you. I'm not sure. But Santa gives me an energy of like someone bringing you a gift or someone pointing you towards your gift. Okay. Unlocking a key, unlocking something for you. You know, maybe it's just information they have to give. Who knows? But reading the books you ain't read, assets, unknown consequences. Okay. Because this is giving a second house energy here. So yeah, what belongs to you, your birthright, your knowledge of your ancestry could also come up here as well, or things that are due to you due to your ancestry. Okay, so this wow, okay, Pisces, I'm picking up on something that's more global than just individual. For some reason, the energy of reparation, um falsifying results of DNA tests so that birthrights can't be claimed, okay? Because knowledge of self unlocks the door to your birthrights. Now, whether that's a spiritual birthright or a physical, like you need to know where you came from so you can get things that are due to you type of thing. That's what I'm picking up on a global scale. Okay, so whatever group of people you belong to, there is something here about knowing who you are, where you came from. Maybe you don't have the proper information. Maybe you don't have the proper information, how to put things into words. Okay, put these things into words. But reading the books you ain't read could totally talk about your ancestry for sure. Records, records. Okay. I'm saying ancestry.com. So somebody has already done this research. Somebody also already knows. Okay. Now, what else, Pisces? Now it says unknown consequence. Okay. So unknown consequence behind what? You know what I'm saying? Like what action has been taken and what was the consequence? Okay, so I'm thinking of Rumpelstiltskin right now. You know how Rumpelstiltskin, you sign the little thing, you put your signature on there, and the spell is done. And then 20 years later, when you're having your first child, that child is snatched, because the soul of that child is snatched because you gave it away in that agreement with Rumpelstiltskin, all those times ago. Now, that's the kind of thing I'm picking up on, something that, like maybe you just wasn't aware. And I'm also picking up on medical procedures, letting doctors like agreeing to let certain things take place at the hospital and stuff like that, because you didn't know the consequences behind them, or they weren't explained to you. The risks weren't explained. So I that's multiple things I'm picking up on. Oh, also, wow. Okay. So I'm also picking up on your DNA. Okay, somebody's parent. Okay, so what's it what's the one lady whose DNA, or her genes were used for so long in studying and science development and stuff like that. This is the same situation as that. Okay, somebody's parent, I don't know, I'm seeing somebody's mama had multiple children. Your mom's had multiple children. There was complications with each one. There was some type of complication with each of the children. I'm hearing that this was actually not really, there weren't really problems. I'm hearing that you were lied to, that there weren't really any issues, and there was ulterior motive to wanting to do whatever procedures or things like that, whatever medications they gave you or something like that. This mom, okay, this mom agreed to something, and didn't know the consequence of it or the outcome or the result of it. Okay, now, okay, so that could be medical, but I'm also picking up on, okay, so the medical thing is that whatever this procedure was, the effect of it wasn't able to be seen immediately. Okay, it wasn't able to be seen immediately. It's something that happened longer, like with age, as the person ages or something, as your children age, then you begin to see that this thing had an effect on them. Okay, I'm lax. That's that lax. So also with the situation, there could have been like collecting of DNA. Also for you're like, you weren't aware. For you, if you're this person, or if you know this person was not aware that like placentas are collected and they take those stem cells and things like that and they do stuff with them, right? And I'm picking up on cloning energy. Y'all know I be going there with this, but I am picking up on something about genetic experiments and things like that were done with DNA from this woman's children, or from this woman's you know, after birth, and blood and stuff like that, and her fluids and tissues and stuff. So I feel as if, coming back around, somebody could be compensated for that. Actually, somebody could be compensated for that. If you know that took place and you can prove that it happened, you can be compensated. But ultimately, on this scale, that could be a real thing. But I feel like globally, we're talking about that, and that must be something that's getting ready to come to a head. Okay. So yeah. Now, I'm also seeing this jackpot. I'm also seeing some ching 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 flowing, like literally coins falling out of the machine. So there could be some like income that comes in, or something maybe that was done for money. I'm not sure, but whatever this change with income currency, we got a lot of like currency spikes with the stock market, things and stuff like exchange rates changing and things like that right now. I feel like there could be a big change soon, or like legit a big change, like could really, really, truly happen soon with something like that. And there's there's negative effect that's gonna take place. Okay. So I'm hearing like crashed markets, or exodus. That's what I heard, exodus. So there's something about that. I don't know what that means for y'all, but it's a thing. So there's something about exodus happening, or the outcome of some type of like inflation or rise in price or something. That's what inflation is. Okay. Anyway, that there are consequences behind it. Okay. That are going to play out obviously over a long, long time. Okay. I just heard recession. And apocalypse. I heard recession and apocalypse. Okay. So basically, our current financial market is about to completely change. It's not going to be the same after a little while. Like, it's about to completely shift. And I don't know why this is coming up in your reading, Pisces, but it is. Okay. So that's just what that is. So on a personal level, you could be having those changes taking place, but I know that they're happening on a global scale. It looks like. Looks like, at least. Okay. What do we have for Pisces? What is the message? What are the messages that you have for Pisces? Now, Pisces, this message, the messages from this point on can tie into the intuitive message, but it doesn't have to. But if you're interested, Akashic Records readings, yeah, look into Akashic Records readings to see if someone can help you with that. Okay, so yeah, if you guys are interested in Akashic Records, you guys can reach out to me. I was just asking the cards, like, is there something I need to tell them they can reach out to me? I have had the training, I just haven't offered it. But anyway, if you're interested in that, then we can look into it, right? I haven't offered it to one person yet. Oh, yeah, one person. Still reading mine, so reading the books you ain't read, right? All right, so what do we have for Pisces? Pisces, what messages do we have for Pisces? Okay. Hierophant. So someone could be going through some type of judgment right now with the Hierophant and the King of Swords. Oh gosh. And I also feel like there's something here. There's a marriage here. Look. Somebody was putting roots on something, putting roots on some relationship. Okay. What do I mean by putting roots? Well, if you know, you know. Yep. See, trying to break up a divine union. Look in there. Cause difficulty. Come on now. Using candle magic or herbs to try to separate something. Okay, so was there unknown consequences to them doing that? I think so. Maybe they're experiencing the consequences. Also, the books you ain't read means that whatever action was taken against something, the person or you does not know what they were attacking. They didn't know what they were attacking. That's why the books you ain't read, they have knowledge that you don't have yet, or that you haven't sought out. Okay, lean not into your own understanding is coming to mind again. Okay, all right. So yeah, somebody was kind of foolish. Somebody did something without enough knowledge or not enough wisdom on the topic. Yep. Look. There's a divine couple. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So somebody definitely did something against a couple, and or a child. Somebody did something against a couple or a child. Okay. And this is I heard it's deplorable. Okay. So I don't know what you was doing, but it's messed up. Okay. All right. Okay. But with this is that there's higher level wisdom here, and you ain't read these. Okay, for some of you, you may be looking more into the occult and into your own religious beliefs and your own religious practices because of something that was mirrored to you or shown to you about what you believe in. I also feel like too, this is talking about the definition of what you are. Okay, so I just feel like a title. Like, what is the meaning of the title that you hold? What is the meaning of your name? What is the meaning? Like, all this is something like that. Okay, I'm picking up on understanding, higher understanding. I also feel too the Hierophant, he has his peace symbol, that peace symbol that I use, guys. And it's one of those things where so this peace sign, right? They say that this actually, I've heard that they talk about this being more like separation or division. We just see it simple like peace, right? But when I say peace, I am thinking about peace, like peace and unity, like not having to separate to be at peace, but like we're able to coexist. You know what I'm saying? That's like I see you, you see me, and we respect each other type of vibe. And I don't think that this was this. This is somebody disrespecting someone else's power. Disrespecting someone else's power. So maybe you have your own like spiritual gifts, maybe, or something like that, or spiritual power and authority, and you basically could have been judging someone else's or trying to overpower someone else's. Okay, so this would be more like, let's look at it like this. This would be more like Christianity or systems that don't save room for the influence of other systems. Let's do it like that. This would be a dogmatic type of system that doesn't allow the influence of other systems. Okay. And then this one would be a spiritualist or a like someone who studies esoteric knowledge and wisdom. This would be someone who is looking for the light and the dark in something. Okay. So and y'all know that the high priestess journeys between the afterlife and the living life, right? The high priestess is often a medium, okay, serving as a medium between the underworld and the upper worlds, right? The heavens and the hell, or whatever you want, however you want to explain it. And this is depicted here because she's here with the pomegranate seeds from the story of Persephone, where she ate the pomegranate seeds and she was trapped in the underworld. But then through some type of dealing, she was able to get an agreement made with um with Hades, Hades to be able to come up to the light every now and then. So basically he gave her passage between the worlds because he wasn't letting her go, but he gave her passage between the worlds. Okay. So I feel as if the high priestess is someone who can understand the influence of all the things when they come together. That's me. I say I'm the eclectic high priestess. What does that mean? I'm a high priestess who respects all belief systems and understands that they all play a role in the divine plan. As a matter of fact, they all serve as different pathways to the divine or to divine union, okay, to meeting God. Okay. So there's this understanding here that the high priestess would have, and it doesn't make her above or below the hierophant, but it's just two different energies. Okay. Because the hierophant, when it's in it's reverse, it can be very dogmatic, rigid, and controlling. Okay. Abusive even. Okay. But the high priestess, when she's in reverse, this would be that she's just ignoring one element of herself. It doesn't have it can be like psychic abuse or stuff like that, but in general, it's more like by itself, it's more that you're not listening to your intuition, or you're not listening to your own inner guide, or something like that. So I feel like I needed to go ahead and go into the explanation there about the difference between those two, because the Hierophant would be a preacher or a priest or something like that, but the priestess is a counterpart. It's not something different than. It's really just a element of. Okay, it's an element of. Okay, yeah. So whatever conflict this is creating for someone, I hope that helps. Okay, it doesn't have to be a conflict. Okay, it doesn't have to be a conflict. All right. So let's go ahead. What else do you have here for Pisces? There's definitely a divine union taking place here. Definitely a divine union taking place here. Okay. One that transcends people's understandings here. One that actually makes people question what it is that they really believe in. Okay. So the Two of Wands is here with these two. So I do feel like this is you or someone else looking out into the future right now, trying to feel how the elements play together for them. Okay. How does this resonate for me? And what does this look like in my world and in my life? Okay. How can I apply this to my life and my world? And you're looking out at the possibilities, okay, of joining ideals or creating a world where all these things exist together. And like I say, a family, even creating a family where all belief systems are actually welcome, and it's not mandatory for everybody to believe the same thing, right? Like, can we all just respect that we all have these different perspectives, that we're not of one mind, and essentially, like, we have different understandings and beliefs. Okay, so that's definitely something there. The Fool, yeah. So I feel this is good, Pisces. You could be moving into more good energy, but I also feel like there's definitely something about like brushing over something. Like you may have okay, I'm hearing like brushing over something. All right. So something that I don't know what that means for you, but that's what it is. That's what I'm hearing. Brushing over something. Okay. So it's like you may be trying to lead with innocence and cover up something. What are you trying to cover up? Wait, cover up. You trying to cover? Okay, look. You trying to cover up that you lean more to this side than this side. Are you in the church, Pisces? Because it seems like one of those things. Somebody, what is this? People leaving these types of systems and coming over here to this system. What is that, Pisces? Are you being called? Is this someone else's calling that you're questioning? Or no longer questioning? Yeah, no longer questioning. It's like you've put your okay. Okay, it says, I feel that you definitely had some resistance to this, or some level of lack of understanding or something, or someone in your environment had this about you. Okay, but the Four of Swords is letting me know that these have been put to rest. Okay, these have been put to rest. I also feel that there's some type of generational curse that has been broken about belief systems, about religion, about Christianity, about the occult specifically. So I feel like some bonds have been broken within a family or within a group. Okay, and so now more people are feeling free to try other things, explore different concepts, ideals, and things like that. I also feel too that somebody in this situation definitely went to war with this idea or against an idea. Okay, but the crazy thing is you're now in reflection energy. If you're the person who went up against something, you're in reflection mode and you're thinking about that journey. I think that you made it out. Okay, because this card talks about, this card is actually, the story is when soldiers used to go out to fight wars, the community that was left behind would go ahead and prepare caskets for them. And if they came back, then the caskets were just used for something else, right? But they would go into the mausoleums and stuff, and they would go and they would lay across the head at the top of their coffin, lay their sword down and lay across, and think about the war, think about what they overcame, think about how they made it home, like they made it home safely and they can rest in peace. So it's almost like a prayer of gratitude. So somebody could have had somebody could have repented, right? Or just be in gratitude or grateful prayer that they were not taken. You know what I'm saying? That they were spared somehow. Okay. Yeah, look. Ace of Pentacles. Seems like they were spared somehow. Okay. For something that they did. And this is what I'm hearing, is that if you didn't know the consequences, or if you weren't aware of the consequences, then you are not at fault. Now, once you know the consequences, if you have a problem letting go of the thing, or moving out of that behavior, that's when you do begin to build karma for yourself. Because when you're aware of it, when you're not aware, you can't be held responsible, right? But the Queen of Wands is here, so ooh, okay. So yeah, I think that you're looking to the future optimistically. I also feel as if with this Four of Swords, I feel like the risk that someone took definitely could have ended in like some type of ailment or difficult, I mean, even loss of life. I mean, I'm just going to say it. But what it does create a sense of abundance and beauty and healing for the future. Okay. Now, whether you're a part of that future or not, I'm not sure. But it just feels like you create, yep, see, you break down some type of boundary or foundation, or just raggedy ass structure. Like you just break down some raggedy structure that didn't really have good footing, right? Yep. See, people were sick there. Okay. Yeah. It wasn't producing anything. It wasn't really offering anything. And a lot of people see their relationship with the belief system that they grew up with. A lot of people see that with that belief system that they grew up with, because they don't have a personal relationship. They just have a taught relationship with it. So they can't see the value or actually really meet God, because they don't have the heart in it. Okay. So that's where, you got to let people go find their path to God so that they can really actualize themselves. Okay. Actualize their idea of God, and if it's different from yours, it's just different from yours. That's all right. Ain't no problem. Ain't no thing. All right. So what else do you have for Pisces? What else do you have for Pisces? Whew, yeah, I was talking a lot. It said, take time to breathe out. So Four of Swords is actually a meditation card as well. So, but you know what I just heard? I'm hearing that some type of admissions are coming forward. disseminating moon. So disseminate means to spread or give out information, right? But also disseminate means to what? Spread or disperse something widely. Yeah. So with this here, there's a message or a message or a path that someone is supposed to walk. And now whatever path, whatever side you're on, as the person who came up against or the person who actually has the path to walk, okay? It says it's time to breathe out negativity. With the full moon in Scorpio, you could have a Scorpio that's tied to this situation somehow, or it could just be that this is talking about the occult. So whatever your relationship has been with the occult, if it's been negative, if it's been causing harm, then this is talking. It's saying you just need to go ahead and release that. You need to breathe out, okay? And I also feel there's an admission. We talked about an admission of guilt, so there may be something there when it comes to like admitting that you did something. See, time to take action. You did something to force someone's hand, or you created a certain force or energy in someone's life. Okay. Did you sacrifice a ram to create some type of blockage in their life? Yep. Balance spirituality and practicality. You tried to sacrifice them, or you went to someone and had something sacrificed so that you could disrupt their spiritual and practical elements. Okay. And that's so in you. Full moon in Pisces. That's you right there. So you have these abilities, you know that you have these abilities, but there's something about the fact that the way that someone else has manifested their spiritual abilities, it really infuriates you, or it infuriates people around you how you have done that. Yeah, it's like it really upsets people or something. But it's time for you to release the negativity. I feel like if this is, I mean, I also feel a lot of release the negativity. This card talks to me about gossip and slander a lot, okay? Because it's like you try to take someone out with your words, okay, with rumors, with mental warfare and things like that. Okay, you try to take them out, put it in their back too. So he's doing this behind the scenes, okay, in the darkness. All right. So this is asking you, are you ready to come out of the dark? Have you spent enough time in the dark? Are you ready? Are you ready for a new future with this? Okay. Are you ready to take a different approach in life? Okay. And if you're in the craft, then they're asking you that. Are you moving from the left hand to the right hand? Where you gonna be at? Are you going to do both? Are you going to use them both responsibly now? Type of energy, right? Because we know you're magic. Hey, sometimes you got to reach over to the other hand to balance that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about good or evil, really. It's just about balance. Okay. For instance, I'm trying to be all love and light and heal and spread, be a light worker and do this and offer shamanic healing and but I won't do no protection work, or I won't do no casting out of demons, or I won't do no bonding work because motherfuckers keep trying you, right? So it's like this is what it's talking about, there is balance here, and sometimes you gotta choose a side, and some people don't like that. I say choose a side. What are you gonna lead with? That's what I mean when I say choose a side. What light are you actually shining out? You know what I'm saying? Okay. So yeah, something about somebody trying to block somebody else's spirituality or something like that, and unfortunately, it don't work like that. You might be able to affect for some time, but when it's actually meant to be actualized, it's just going to be actualized. Many people, especially if they're in alignment with Christ consciousness, or they are tied, they are tied to Christ consciousness somehow, and that's what their light mission is tied to. I don't know what I was trying to say, but somebody just took it out of my brain, I guess. But what I was trying to say is that, if someone's mission is tied to Christ consciousness, then oftentimes they will have to maintain a vibration of compassion, gentleness, and blah 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 blah. But also they know the power of the word. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hearing that somebody been using the Psalms and prayer books to to cause harm to people. You know what I'm saying? And it works, but only for, oh, that's what I was saying. These things only work for so long. Many people who are on that path with the Christ path have awakening, have major awakening, or are finally stepping into divine purpose at the 33rd year, which is the year that Christ ascended, right? So that is a significant thing for many people who are on that path. Their 33rd year is their year of actualization or realization or ascension. Okay. This is the year that they finally come to harmony within themselves. In the 30s is when most people really do actualize what their likes and their dislikes are, what drives them, what motivates them, what discourages them. In the 30s is when a lot of people have gotten a good handle on their own emotional well-being and their mental health. Okay. Also spiritual path, because you're out of your 20s and you're done like experimenting here and there or trying this and trying that, and by the time you're in your 30s, most people, and it's not a requirement, of course, but there's this general idea that in that decade you you are solidifying some things for yourself. Okay. So I love that. I like the energy of that. And so it's time to like come out of it. Sorry, somebody opened my door, so I'm trying to see who opened the door. That was so strange. I'm not gonna let it distract me. I'm gonna go ahead and close this door and lock it though. Um, that's weird. Okay, that door has a cipher lock on it, so somebody just opened it. So it can't really be nobody but like supervisors. I mean the landlord or something. I'm not sure, but I don't know why he keeps doing that to me. I do know why. But anyway, let's go ahead and get through it. All right, so let's see. What love? No. Let's get some more insight here. For Pisces. Okay. You got death, house, and message. Or letter, feels like. I'm picking up on a will or a deed. I'm picking up on life insurance. Will, a deed, life insurance. I also just heard a portal in your house. A portal in your house. This could be like a consequence, right? You don't know what is like cycling in and out of your space because of something that has been opened at some point. Because it's death card, we got Anubis. So that's about something that's like traveling between the worlds that's like in your space. Right? Message. See? Okay, what else is this? Now, yeah, there's some mediumship stuff here. And I'm also picking up on something about like a haunted house. What movie is coming? Matilda. That's what the movie Matilda is coming to my mind. Whatever this journey has been, the work that you've done, whatever storms have been created, whether they were created by you or someone else, the work to overcome this is amazing. Okay. It's, first of all, it's like I was going to say supernatural, but it's very mind-boggling and perplexing to someone or people in general how you've averted death, um, or how you've averted demise in whatever way that means for you. Okay, but you know, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna say. You know, there's a reckoning that happens when people try to take something into their own hands, and then God steps in, right? Because yes, I can defend myself, right? But if God steps in, that only, like, if I defend myself, I defend me. If God steps in, God defends me, but then gives them new light and new insight, and then defends their souls, right? Defends their souls when it's time for judgment, right? So that's a storyline. I don't know what that's about, but that's for somebody. The explanation was interesting the way that came out, but it did seem like you. Anyway, let's go ahead and crown this pyramid here. I wasn't gonna blame you for it, Pisces. But somebody went to trying to like eat away at resources, or I feel like there was some type of gift that was yours, and somebody else was trying to just eat away at it before the legal courts, before the courts could figure it out, or before the courts could catch up, or before you found out. And, oh, there's that book you ain't read. Reading the books you ain't read. Read it, and then resources, money. So there's definitely some stolen money or inheritance or something. Like we said, life insurance. That's what came up before. Got the star, got the sun, but can't nobody stop my shine. That's what I'm hearing again. I feel like Diddy, Toby, Biggie, we notorious. Might get a Grammy. That's the Florida us. Drop 2 kids, lifestyle laborious. Anyway, so I think we can move on to love and romance for Pisces. Love and romance. What you got? Okay, just pop on out of there then. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay, somebody is reflecting on the fact that their relationship, okay, whatever relationship you came up against, Pisces, or that somebody came up against you, somebody is realizing that they came up against something that is exactly like theirs. Okay, so if you married somebody, if you married somebody who was of a different nationality or a different religion or something like that, then you turn around and try to break something up because it seemed like it wasn't a match or it didn't fit together, and you didn't realize that you were just repeating that pattern. Okay, something that was probably done to you by your mom, like trying to keep you from the person that you actually wanted to be with. Okay, yeah, so there's that. And then you spend like 20 years, 25 years sneaking behind everybody's back to be with this person, never being able to have the full commitment that you wanted, never being able to fully commit to that person because you couldn't get your daddy or your mama's words out of your ear telling you that you can't be with that person. And then you turn around and do it to somebody else. You don't say it, but you take it into your own hands to try to make something happen the way you want it to happen. Okay, so this is keep an open mind. So whatever epiphany you're having right now, or somebody else is saying, it's that, damn, I just repeated that. I just did the same thing to somebody, to my niece, child, daughter, son, whatever. That my people did to me. Right? So I think that there's definitely an energy of restoring love, forgiveness after heartache. There's a Jamila Wood song, and she says, grandma loved granddaddy even after he forgot our names. And she says, where they do that at, right? Oh, I just got chills. And so that right there is a beautiful testament to unconditional love. Okay. I'm not talking about abuse. Okay. I'm not talking about hanging out with abusers and having yourself in dangerous situations. I'm talking about love. I'm talking about people who make mistakes and cannot, or have mistakes made and cannot forgive, cannot have the love that they really desire and truly, truly deserve because they can't forgive. And these people consider themselves Christians, but they cannot forgive. They cannot step out of judgment. They can't let God have control over situations. That ain't got nothing to do with them. Okay. So what I'm picking up is that whatever this trigger was for you and whatever strong thoughts you had about this situation, those strong thoughts were supposed to direct you back to your own wound of not being able to pursue the love that you wanted, of feeling judged, criticized, and restricted when it came to what you could do with your heart and your emotions. Okay. Mm-hmm. This was a wound of you not feeling like you could even make decisions about what was best for you. And maybe throughout your life, you haven't realized that that was really there lingering for a very long time. You made decisions that were safe. Okay, Pisces. Keep an open mind was the Romance Angels card. Okay. That's why this is coming right here. That's why this is coming here with the Fool card, because you've been presented with opportunities to go after the things that you love and you want to do in life, and you've turned them down for whatever reason. You could be under psychic manipulation and have been for some time too. Who knows? So then you turned around and did it to somebody too. Who knows? Okay, let's go. The Hierophant, Queen of Wands. Tell us more about this. Oh, wedding. It came up in reverse, but I'm going to show it to y'all like this. So yeah, keep an open mind. I do feel like divine partnership is here. So whoever's perspectives, who were up against this, their perspectives have shifted. They don't understand it all the way, but they still know that it's above their understanding or beyond their understanding, okay? The wedding card here, I always look at the imagery with the man. He's looking almost like he's under a spell, okay? So he's in a daze or in some type of trance, right? But this woman is there. She knows that there's undying loyalty. So I'm not sure about spell work or whatever, but like bonding spells, love spells, and shit like that. There's something here about that. Okay, I just feel like one person they're both people are innocent in the situation, but I feel like there's a cloak of darkness over one party or the other, and this was done to them from childhood. Okay. Flirt. Okay. Oh, I just heard somebody cheated death. All right. Somebody cheated death, or whatever breakdown was supposed to happen. Whatever was supposed to break down and like not live anymore is definitely thriving and living is what I'm hearing. It's thriving and it's living. Man, nanny boo boo, I heard. Okay. Okay. Spirit, okay. Okay. Keep an open mind. Okay. Let's see. What do we have here? Karmic relationship. Yeah. Remember I said that karma, the repeated energy that was put onto you and then you put it onto somebody else, that's karmic as fuck. Okay. Triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go and loving you. Okay. So this is something like I have to let go of control over you. So this could be someone's child, a parent-child dynamic. You have to let go of your child so they can go have successful relationships and be happy in love and life in general. And you have to be okay and know that you're still loved and not forgotten. Okay. Coffee cup. So you may be asking for a meeting. You may also just be feeling in general like you want to have a better connection, maybe with your kids, could be with your kids. But I just feel like you want to take on more lighthearted energy and you're hoping that you can transition into that. I'm hearing there's something about you uplifting or upholding certain ideals. Upholding certain ideals. Wow, the axe is here. Okay. I'm picking up an energy of seduction. Yep. Lightning, girl talk. Yeah, I'm picking up an energy of seduction. We got passion, lightning, girl talk, and ascending. So something about this was the trigger. I feel like this was a trigger for whatever this energy was. Maybe you were seeing that the passion or chemistry was growing between two people. Lots of changes were taking place, and I feel like maybe transformations were happening, and you were watching it, but you were watching it with your own eyes. You didn't have any further understanding, right? Then you have girl talk. So then you're chatting, sharing information, trying to gather what you can, talking about it. Whatever the consensus was, led you to do take whatever action was taken here, or let somebody else to do this. But you or whoever has ascended, has transcended all these things, and is still on the incline. Okay, it's still on the incline. This person preparing for union. You see that? Look, preparing for union. So Pisces, that could be you, but I also feel like too, somebody whatever you broke up is preparing for union. Maybe I'm not sure. No, I'm sure. Now this may not look like you understand it, because these people could be in union in 5D and you don't know, because you don't know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? So I think they could be talking about coming into union on many levels. But I feel like for you as an individual, regardless of the role you're in, you're marrying concepts or ideas, okay, or preparing to I heard, okay, preparing for initiation, preparing to go through some sort of initiation. People are weird. Okay, because I'm still picking up on some weird competition energy, so it's strange. But soulmates is here. It says soul connection, partnership, agreement, and soul contract. So whatever this is, it could only be delayed. It couldn't be stopped, is what I'm hearing. It could only be delayed. It couldn't really be stopped. All right. So let's see what these messages are for you. Actually, okay. Taurus energy here. Before we do this, because there was a lot of kind of like weird energy, let's go ahead and see what the spiritual warfare energy is, or karmic astrology. Is there any spiritual warfare or karmic astrology elements that we should be paying attention to for the Pisces? For Pisces. Okay. Anything else? Okay. So we're seeing Aquarius energy here. So there could be an Aquarius in this mix. And I feel like there's definitely new perspective, damn sure, for sure. And I also pick up, like, you could be like watching some type of transformation. It's the distance from this transformation that leaves you not knowing what you need to know. So like coming closer to this situation would help you at this point. Okay. Leaning into something that you don't understand. Okay. What's this? Fire magic. I feel that somebody is under fire right now. Somebody is under fire or got fired because of something like this. Whatever this whole thing, manipulation is, somebody is under fire now or got fired from whatever position or whatever they were in. Could have been an Aquarius energy. Okay. Now what messages do we have? Singing your praises. I heard change their tune real quick. Yep. Breakthrough. Yep. They changed their tune. Okay. They turned from salt shakers to praise singers. Salt shakers to praise singers and like quick. All right. So boundaries here. Missed opportunity. Yeah. I feel like over time, emotional offering over. Yeah. Okay. So I feel like there's healing that's going to be taken, emotional healing that's going to be happening over time. And this is happening because of boundaries that were set by you or this other person in the situation. We have a missed opportunity here. And I feel like this missed opportunity is the opportunity to heal or transcend a certain dynamic that was created in the situation. The missed opportunity is reconciliation. Maybe you or the other person wouldn't stop doing whatever they were doing, right? Didn't want to give up. See, yes, follow your intuition. Whatever was happening, the person, like, it's just fallen angels. Yep. So there's definitely an energy of like trying to, or you was fighting against God. Like you, yes, golden egg, plant seeds. These are star seeds. These are star seeds. They have divine purpose. Golden egg is unlimited potentiality. Unlimited potentiality. Okay, so that's beautiful. So plant seeds. I feel like this boundaries, it was able to protect whatever they're doing or whatever they're building, and that's beautiful. Yep, genius. See, this person, they are genius. See, look, this person is genius. And that's why a fool in love. They were so sweet. Look at that. Sidelines and release. Okay. I do feel like there's like some setup energy here. Okay. Some hoes on the side, or someone being paid to date your child, or something messed up. Like y'all crazy out here in these streets. Okay. Not crazy. Just being influenced by other energies. Okay. Now, some people choose evil. I feel like that. I feel like some people really choose evil. Rewarded effort is right here. So I feel like if there is any effort to reconcile this, it will be rewarded. Trial and error and problem solving, it won't be easy. And if you have a hard time finding the words to say, just say hi, or just say whatever you need to say. Just start it. Okay. With problem solving, trial and error, rewarded effort, it just says that if you have put the effort forward towards to heal something, then you're going to be rewarded for that. Or whoever was working towards healing in the situation is being rewarded at this time. Whatever they're experiencing is their reward for their due diligence. Okay. Closed mouths don't get fed. Come on. Don't say anything. Okay. Shiite. Okay. Well, I just heard that very clearly. Y'all mean, bro. All right, so I'm gonna tell y'all, Shiite usually talks about somebody trying to devalue somebody else, like, oh, she ain't nothing, or she all right, like, oh, y'all making a big fuss about nothing, that ain't nothing. All right, but that's how that usually is. And so there could have been an energy of that in a situation, but ultimately I feel like with golden egg, this is somebody's resources or somebody's abundance, somebody's inheritance, somebody's property, something like that. And you got plant seed. So it's like, okay, this was a seed. It was supposed to be a seed to grow you or to grow whoever this person was. It was for them. Okay, to grow them, to grow their lineage, to grow the lineage. Okay, and it says closed mouths don't get fed, don't say anything, and Shiite. Now, I'm just going to give you an example of what this would be like. Okay. In 2018, my mama confronted me because I was online sharing my emotional struggles very openly. I was going through a hard breakup, and it was honestly the worst shit I've ever been through. Well, not the worst, but some of the worst stuff I've ever been through, because there was rejection and all this stuff that I was just dealing with that I had never really experienced before. But anyway, this situation would look like a parent or friend being like, oh, they're all right, they don't need help, they're just going through it, they'll be okay, blah blah blah. And that's their response, and that's what they're telling everybody, people who are showing up, like, hey, have you seen, do they need help, or should we try to do something? This person is like, oh no, don't worry about it, they got it, they just figuring it out, whoop de whoop. But behind the scenes, this person might be working against you. And in 2018, like, it could have happened like this. My mom had me in a dark space, in a private space, and was telling me, you ain't shit. You trying to get to the top, laying on your back. You trying to homeschool your daughter. How's that going? You need to stop telling everybody that you need to stop sharing all your little struggles online. You look pathetic. Like, this is what my mama said to me behind the scenes. Right. But in front of everybody else who was trying to come help me or trying to get me out of this place that I was in, it was like, no, she don't need no help. She don't need no help. She don't need no help. So it was like intentional sabotage, because things are trying to come to you, and this person is like trying to keep you in that place, or not going to help you, at least. Right. It's closed mouths don't get fed. Now, after she told you not to ask for no help, or told you look stupid asking for help, then now she's blocking the help that is trying to come to you. Closed mouth, and talking about the closed mouths don't get fed. If she need help, she'll ask for help. All right. That's the story. And however it applies to you, it applies to you. Okay. All right. So let's go. Drugs, 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 possession and manufacturing of drugs. That is supposed to be over there. So let's put that in the crime deck because that's what that's supposed to be. But it came out, so look at there. Look at there. It wasn't even supposed to be here, but here it is. All right, what else do you have? Final ones for Pisces. Overload, August. Do you want it iced or straight? And overcoming obstacles. So I feel like there's someone is being overwhelmed with this energy. They're being urged to say something. They're figuring out all these ways that they could ice over it and say it nicely. But honestly, they don't really have. They're in a minute. They're not going to have a choice. It's going to come out straight if they don't put it out. August is here, so it could be a Leo tied to this, or August time frame is just significant. Okay, or a significant event in August would make sense when some of this information comes up. Overcoming obstacles is here too. So I do feel like maybe a Leo is wanting to come forward and tell you something, to set something straight, own up to your mistakes. So someone wants to own up to their mistakes and let you know that they were actually the source of drama. They were actually the source of some type of drama or chaos in your life. Keepers of the light. What message do you have for Pisces? What message do you have for Pisces at this time? How can they best deal with this situation and move out of it, regardless of their position? Wow. Wow. Radha, soul flame. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. Look at that. We've been talking about twin flames, divine relationships this whole time, the meeting of yourself, the union that you have within yourself before you get to meet a divine counterpart. And also just the fact that I feel like there's a feminine energy. So it's like bonding between female energies in a family. If there's always conflict between the women, then this is something that's saying that that's going to be changing in just general in family. But I just feel like there's a significance about the women or the female principle in this dynamic. Because it don't just have to be the women, but the men could be playing out or competing in some way that speaks as a feminine energy, right? But I do feel as if this lost part of yourself is found in the struggles that your own family members are going through. Like, this is what Soul Tribe is for. This is what the point is between Soul Tribe. This is why we're given families, okay? Because we are meant to be able to learn and gain from them as well as teach them, okay? And so any pains that we have, we should be able to find healing in the experiences and the overcoming of obstacles that someone else experiences, you know? So this is what this is supposed to be about, okay? And I feel that Radha is saying that restoring a relationship or restoring balance that you disrupted will also restore you, okay? It will also restore you. The lotus is here, floating lotus. You're gonna float that lotus, man. Get into that meditation, float that lotus. So anyway, yeah, something about prayer, offering, meditation, clearing. You know, I do feel that there's a big energy here so that you can feel at peace with yourself again. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that you can't feel at peace without rectifying the situation, but I'm kind of saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the cultivation of peace is in your hands. You know what I'm saying? It's in your hands. All right. I think y'all deserve a fractal because y'all kind of got beat up in this message. So let's get y'all a fractal message. All right, Pisces. 16. Ooh, I like that. I like that image. I'm seeing propellers. That's a propeller to me. A propeller. I'm also seeing a washing machine. I also see a drain. All right, let's see what we have here. Let's see what we have. On target. Look at that. Keep yourself focused on the outcome, goal, or result that you are aiming for right now. This card has come to you because you may be faltering or questioning yourself. Just let go of your doubts and fears. Your life and your goals are right on target. Keep your intentions clear, stay grounded in your heart, and follow whatever intuitive nudging you may feel. Spirit is working with you on an energetic level to help you bring the dreams to fruition. Now, because those cards came out, I do feel like this is talking about harmony and healing, restoration of connections, relationships, just a family dynamic in general. Okay. So that's I feel like that's a beautiful vibe. Because it just tells me that like it tells me that there is something inside of you, inside of your heart, or the heart of these other people that is still alive, that hasn't died. You know what I'm saying? Because, and I'm just going to say, I was just talking to someone yesterday and we were talking about the fact that, at any given time we're walking around and the people in our immediate vicinity are actually just soulless beings. They're just soulless. They're in this life and they're operating and they have things to show us and teach us. But, the fact that they're not a living soul, you know what I'm saying? They've either given it away to some addiction, some trauma, or patterning or whatever, or had it sold or stolen by somebody, whatever. But they're soulless. They're just soulless beings, just kind of drifting around without much clarity or direction about what life is about. Okay. So I feel like that's a beautiful message. Let's go ahead. Oh, we already did that. Oh, that's it. We're finished. Okay. I feel like that's how it's going to happen too. If you are looking to reconcile, that's how easily it happens. Listen, did you see that? It was just like I was looking for something more to do, but it was like, oh, that's it. So don't make it too difficult. Just the bare minimum could serve so well. You just don't know. Just do what you need to do. Just do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gotta be no grander voice. And I said that to somebody else. Ain't gotta be crazy. Just rectify it. You know what I'm saying? Just do what's right. All right, that's all I got for y'all, Pisces. So until next time, peace.